foremost, we want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. Alright, Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahushai is the true name of his only begotten Son. And there's no God beside them. And we want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, who taught us the truth through spirit by Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai, and honors and salutations to the elect docket, doing his works in sincerity and in truth. Okay, so pretty much, man, we're going to get into how this place is done, man. You know, it's clean contrary. And here it is. If your ways are completely adverse, okay, to the God of the Bible, right? The same God that destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, right? What you think is going to happen to this place, man? But you still got people that think that shit is sweet. You know, you still got people asleep. And you still got people, man, that think that this place is going to last forever, man. But just like Sodom and Gomorrah and all the other examples, this place is going to be destroyed. Except not even like Sodom and Gomorrah, it's going to be destroyed a billion times worse. Okay? So first scripture, we're going to get into a Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 12. Right? And it says, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he's clean contrary to our doings.
Right, because you got so many people that are coming up against this truth, man. You know? And the ways of righteousness are evil spoken of, man. You know? Okay? The whole world is against us, man. You know? And when you see the Akim put out videos of straight, pure edification, man, you still have dislikes that come up on the comment board, man. It just goes to show you how many demons are out there, man. You know, and these people, they don't want this place to end, man. Right. You know, this word reproves them, man. You know, this word is like a kryptonite, man, to them, so to speak, man. You know, okay, they want to turn aside from their ears hearing the truth, man. You know. This society has people fully set to do evil, man. You know, because destruction hasn't happened yet, man. You know, and this is why people are so stuck in their ways and so stuck in just being wicked, man. Because they feel like it's profitable unto them, man. You know,
right? Yep. It says, he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law.
Right, because we reprove them, man, with these scriptures, man. You know, okay, and it just goes to show you how many of these so-called plantation Christians are hypocrites, man. You know, they try to say that they stand by this book, man. Okay, but they read it not, man. Scriptures talk about blessed is he who readeth, right, and keep the prophecies that are written therein, man. You know, right? Because why? It's because the time is at hand, man. You know, and everything's being made manifest, man. Things are being sprung forth to life, man, through these scriptures, man. You know, here it is. We're already halfway past through January, man. You know, okay, the first year of the decade, man, and it went through with a plethora of prophecies that were coming to pass, man. You know, we got this whole thing with the rumors of war, you know, that started off, and we see the type of road that he is taking, and we know that it's going to be for his own destruction, man. But our people do not perceive, man. You know, and we also see the intimate destruction that's happening in Puerto Rico, man. You know, okay, and the scriptures talk about the earthquakes being in diverse places, man. You know, okay, but the end is not yet. But the thing is that we're on the cusp of these things coming to pass, man. You know.
That's right. And hey, man, you know, Esau is going to present us before the public, you know, so to speak, a full 60-minute, you know, and vocab gonna be begging, please let me be the one, let me be the one. You know, I've been studying him and this and that. He's gonna want fame, okay? But before they display us to the public, they have to what? Demonize us, man. Okay? And you had that going on, man, because it's the year of prophecy. It's starting off crazily, man. Okay? So now, when they're gonna demonize us, right? Because they're clean contrary to the Most High's ways, and we as you say, he upbraideth us with our fitting of the law, right? How we upbraid them before they put us on display, they have to demonize us, man. Okay? They have to build up a case against us, man, a false case of false witness. And that's why you got that bug out G-man. You know, he just want to be a part of something. Okay? The biggest loser I ever known. He just wants to be a part of something, and he's also bearing false witness, man. He told us, brothers at the camp, he said, I would cross the street and come over to y'all, but I don't want to get shot like the Jersey City shooting, man. See? So before they present us, they have to demonize us, man. So expect more of that to come to pass. But really, you're the demon. Okay? See, really, you're the demon, man. You're the one dumping jet fuel on the playground. Okay? You're the one spraying chemtrails, poisoning our food, poisoning the air, the water. Alright? Constantly fracking. You know, you're the greedy, demonic one, man. Right? And now that the scriptures say, we shall stand in great boldness against such as have afflicted them, you know, you want to act all shocked and shit, man. Right? So it says, he upbraided us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education.
Right, and your education is nothing but iniquity, man. You know, iniquity on top of iniquity, man. You know, okay, because everything that you do teach here in this society is clean contrary to the scriptures, man. You know, you see. So like I said, so we bring things out, okay, as far as rebuking and reproving, man. Okay, you have the society has an ultimate problem with it, man, because that was not the way that they pledged their allegiance to, man. They pledged their allegiance to iniquity, man, unrighteousness, man, living in your flesh, man. You know, that's what the society teaches you to do, man. You know, you see, but these people are already set up for that condemnation, man. Anybody come up against his word, they basically hate Yahweh Shai, man. You know?
Yeah, anybody trying to teach order, you know, and stuff like that, man, they're not with it, man. Right? Reading on verse 13. He professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us even to behold.
Right, because we were from the belly, man. All right, the Lord knew his men, okay, that are going to be set up to preach this word in the last days, man. You see, okay, and this burns you. This truth burns you, man. You know, and the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. You know, it's the word is what's bringing this place down, man. You know, we have to understand that. You know, and the people that are on the outside looking in, okay, they don't know what the hell's going on, man. You know, they're just conforming to the worstness of this place, man, and just thinking that they're going to be able, this place is going to continue to go on, man. You know, okay, all right. This man has a bound that he can't pass, man. You know, and this is we're in the worst case scenario of any society, man, being set up, man. You know, so the end has to come, man. There has to be something that has to come out of this, man. And we also know that we need what you want to call divine intervention, man. You know, okay? You see, the scriptures talk about Michael standing up for the children of thy people, man. And it's gonna come to that elephant in the room, okay? This truth, and where Esau is gonna have to tackle it face to face, man. And it's gonna have to come up against us, man, physically, man. And this is why we need that. This is why we need a savior, man.
Right.
You know? All right? These people are talking about savior, but they don't understand what they need to be saved from, man. You see? Okay? But the elect is well aware of what the salvation should be coming from and the reason why we need salvation. You know?
Yep. And they real quick, man, too, you know, because you mentioned that they're conformists, man. They don't even know what's going on. They can't see the winning side, man. You know? They even got that saying in the world, man, you know, dare to be different, man. Okay? Why? Because in America, you're just a conformist. You literally have to, it's a dare to be different, man. You know? Because everybody just follows the same shit that's set up for them, man. But they can't see the actual winning side. And that's even in the book of Revelation. John the Revelator said he saw the souls, you know, he said he saw them that had gotten victory over the beast in his image and his mark. Right? So I'm gonna get pretty much jumping over to Matthew, right? Chapter 24, verses 22, right? It says, And we'll start at verse 22. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Right? Because when you cling contrary to the ways of the Most High, even Proverbs the 3rd chapter tells you that. The benefits of following Yahweh Shemashai's all statutes and commandments. It gives unto you long life, okay, peace, all right, a peace of mind, and a good health, man. You know. So when you follow that, you get a long life, peace, and health. But what happens when every single law, statute, commandment you don't follow? You get nothing but wickedness, and instead of peace, you get what? Depression. You get anxiety, stress, right? You know, worrying. Okay, all these negative emotions, and that's what comes here in America, man. Why? Because he doesn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shemashai, because he's the fucking wicked. You know, for an example, each job you're supposed to get paid at the end of the day. Just imagine that. That's righteous, man. But here in America, you get paid every 2 weeks. So in the meantime, while your money builds up, they can flip it and twist it all different types of ways, man, that they want. But that's not even their money. Okay? So now you gotta stress and, you know, go through this and that because you gotta wait for your check, man. Just for an example. Right? So when you cling contrary to the Most High's ways, it produces and breeds nothing but death, man. And that's why this is the valley of the shadow of death. Which is why the scripture says again, Matthew 24:22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man.
And this is why these days, okay, all right, the first couple of weeks of this new decade, okay, 2020, you know, has been going by at a blazing speed, man. You know, and Yahweh Shai is setting up these chess pieces, man. You know, but Esau is doing more and more wickedness in the earth, man. And this is why the days are being shortened, man. Okay, you see. You know. Finish up there. Go back to the.
Yeah. Yep. So again, Matthew 24:22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
And no flesh would be saved, man. If Esau really had his way, and if the days would be as long as the Lord would have naturally allowed it, okay, you know, would no flesh be saved, man. You know, and this is basically a race against time, and time is not on each side right now, man. You know, okay, all right. He knows that he has a short time. It's because why? It's because he knows the elect are waking up, man. You know, and you know he has to perform his duty, okay, that he was created to do, man. Okay, in that short period of time, man. Okay, he has to do all things that are fulfilled according to the scriptures, man. Okay, all right. We have the blueprint to ease endeavors, man. You see, and we know that his time is running short. Okay.
Yo,
let's go into the original.
Wisdom Solomon?
Yeah.
And hey, man, you know.
Oh, that's what you have, man?
Oh, no, I was there for more. And just that, man, thank the Lord he didn't rule for a whole day, man. You know, here in America. Because if you think about it, Esau came into power during the Renaissance era, which was like 1350. So if he ruled for a whole day, that means he would rule to about 2,350. Now imagine that year. There would be, look, man.
1,000 years, 1 day.
Yeah, go ahead, Con, because 1,000 years is 1 day to the Lord.
So it'll be more than that.
Oh, Con, but yeah, man, if he was to rule even longer than that, come on, we're in the year 2020, man. And this place is fucking through, man. You can barely even speak about sodomites, you know, without getting a strike, without getting in trouble. Okay? It's already mandatory in 4 different states for their schools. So come on, man. Right? So back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, or verse 15 again, he is grievous unto us even to behold. For his life is not like other men's lot. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
Right, because we ain't a bunch of niggas, man.
That's right.
He has manufactured, man. Okay? The way that Jake acts here in 2020 is a manufactured creation, man. Okay? So-called black culture is manufactured by E, man.
That's right.
Okay? And then when he sees true men, okay, that doesn't take on that spirit, stand up for themselves, man, he has a problem with it, man. And this is grievous unto him, man. You see? Okay? This is why he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off, man. Okay? You see? This is why he's being the ultimate busybody in the earth and has his hand in everything, man. Okay? You see? Right?
Yep. And he's greedy, man. You know, here it is, he thinks he can buy and sell everybody out. I have $1 million for you. You know, he comes with a briefcase with one check in it. Write any number you want. Look, we don't want your face is on it, man. We don't want your goddamn money. We don't want nothing to do with you, man. And we know everything, man. We fully awake out here, man. Because we know 2 Corinthians 6 chapter that the whole world was created for our sakes. Alright, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives. So why the hell would we accept crumbs off of your table when the whole building is supposed to be ours, man?
Right. And that's what 2/3 subscribe to, man. Because for one, okay, this truth was not given into them, and really the gift of faith, man, is not in them, man. Okay, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is not dealing with these 2/3, man. Anybody that's in league with E, okay, in these last days, man, all right, are gonna feel the wrath of Yahweh Shai, man.
Yep. Yeah. Verse 16 says, "We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness."
Right, because you E's have nothing to do with the scriptures, man. Okay, all right. Contrary to what it is, how what you set up as a universal standard, okay, concerning the scriptures, man, it doesn't add up, man. It doesn't match up. You know, okay. This book is only for the children of Israel, man. That's it. You know, and this is why we have to contend with so many different of these people out here, okay, with the scriptures, man. Okay, but the only men that are out here that are going to do what the scriptures actually say, or the men that were ordained from the foundation of the earth, man. You know, the scriptures.
Oh yeah, come.
Romans.
Yep. This is Romans chapter 3 verse 3. It says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?" Yeah, man. Because here it is, the Lord promised that this place is going to be destroyed. He promised the salvation of Israel, man. Alright? But what if some did not believe? Alright, just because they don't believe that this place is going to be destroyed, which I don't understand how it's not hard to believe, man. You know, he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. And America is 10 times worse than that. Hell, the scriptures, Revelations 18th chapter says, the sins of America have reached unto the clouds. Now, of course, it doesn't say America. It's speaking about Babylon the Great. But we know Babylon the Great is code name for America, man. And the sins of this place has reached into America. I mean, the sins of this place has reached up into the heavens, man. Okay? So how you think the Lord ain't going to destroy this shit, man?
And when we out there on the highways and hedges, man, you know, all right, you people have to understand something first and foremost, though, man. We're not trying to, the Spirit is gonna give his men of quick understanding, man. Okay, his elect men.
Right.
Okay, so you regular people out there, your belief is not required, man. Okay, your belief is not required in this whole ministry, man. You know, this is something that you don't understand. Okay, you know, all right.
Yep, and that also goes into the spiritual powers, man. You know, just because you don't believe brothers gonna get spiritual powers, does that mean we're not gonna get it? No, you're just gonna be ashamed, man. Right, when it happens. Right, so I'm gonna jump over to 2 Peter, right? Chapter 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 4.
Read up a verse.
Come on, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this verse, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts.
Oh, and you have a lot of scoffers walking after their own lusts, man. You know, and it's just plain and simple, man. You come up against the scriptures, man. It's just because you're plain wicked, man.
That's right.
You're just wicked. You know? Okay? All right? Men know not what you do behind closed doors, though, man. But in the sight of Yahweh Shai, man, he tests the reins, man. You know? And you got guys walking after their own lusts, man, coming up against this truth, man. Coming up against any form of order. Okay? Anything adverse to the ways of this world, man. They come up against it, man, because they're plain wicked, man. You know? Is that again?
Yup. And then, knowing this verse, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming?
Hey, and that's exactly what G-Man did this past week. You know, okay? All of a sudden now, he's saying, oh, what happened to the 2019 400-year prophecy? You know, you see? Okay? And this guy, you know, okay, a true man of the Lord is going to hasten the day, man.
Right.
You know, all right? The way that these Christians' mindset is, man, they just think that this whole fable of the Lord, what they believe is just going to continue to just go on and go on and go on, man, without any real evidence of any real true salvation coming, man.
Word.
You see? You know? Okay? According to them, man, they're saved already, man. You see? So what else would they be looking for if they're making a statement that they're saved already?
See?
There's nothing for them to look forward to, man. You know? Okay? All right? They just want to go ahead and just defend lies, man. You see? Okay? That's the whole reason of their existence, man. Okay? And they are not knowing the scriptures, man. Plain and simple.
Yep. And that's why they're Babylonians, man. Confusion. It says, and for since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Right. And people always been saying that, oh, they always talk about World War III coming. Oh, they always talk about the Lord coming back, you know? Okay? Oh, it's not going to happen in our lifetime. You know, you keep on kicking the can down the road type of spirit, man. That's what they have. These Christians have a kick the can down the road spirit, man. Okay? All right? And they don't know the true intentions of Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
Because they have not the spirit, man. You see? Okay? All right? They're in the spirit of error, man. Right? 1 John 4 and 6. That's but say the one.
The last scripture, right? Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. It says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
And you also going to reap it, man, because you're sowing iniquity on top of iniquity for yourself, man. You know? Okay? All right? You're not despising man. You're despising Yahweh Shai, man. That's who you're despising, man.
That's right.
Okay? You despise his word and you trust in oppression, man. Okay? That's what the problem is for you 2/3, man. You see? All right?
Yep. So, you know, it's gonna come to pass, man. You know, these prophecies are gonna come to pass. We're gonna get spiritual powers. That's part of prophecy. Okay, this place is gonna be destroyed. Okay, because it's completely contrary to the Most High, right? And Sodom and Gomorrah was already supposed to be the example, but since you still didn't learn, now you got to get a brutal punishment, man, right? That's what's coming to America. Okay, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praise and all glory unto Yahweh,
by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem,
Double honors to the Apostle Elder Great Millstone.